Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our stress management session for today. Today, our focus will be on coping with stress. I want for you to think about it. When you hear about coping with stress, what comes to mind? Now, understanding stress. Our objectives will be what is stress, types of stress, and how to cope with stress. Now, when we look at this chart, we see how stress can affect us in different ways. What is stress? The truth you need to know about stress. No, stress can affect our body, it can affect our mind, it can affect our emotions, and it can affect our behaviors. Now, when you look at stress affecting our body, it can cause us to have headaches, frequent infections, muscular twitches, fatigue, breathlessness, and so on. And you might wonder, so is it that whenever I'm having these headaches, it can be stress? Yes, it can be stress. It is not always stress, but it can be stress. Yes, stress can cause you to have those headaches, those frequent infections, because stress is affecting your body. So therefore, your immune system is behaving in a way where it is not able to manage or it is not able to function as it should. So therefore, you are prone to infections and things like that. Now, stress affecting your mind. You may be worrying. Yes, you find yourself worrying a lot about something, muddled thinking. Your thoughts are not straight because you're thinking about something, and before you know it, it changes to something else, and you're like, but my thought wasn't complete on that. Impaired judgment. You may be looking at something and you're saying, oh, that is um you're saying it is one color, but when you look at it, it's actually a different color. You're having nightmares. You're unable to sleep peacefully. You're unable to sleep and feel rested, right? You also negativity. You feel so negative because you're so stressed out. You have a lot of negative thoughts, right? That too. And another thing is hasty decisions. Stress affecting our behavior. We're accident prone. We have loss of appetite. You don't want to drink enough water, or all what it does is that it causes you to be drinking alcohol for persons who may want to consume alcohol. And as I mentioned earlier, because some persons still have restless nights, they don't sleep well, and smoking as well as more, and stress affecting our emotions, loss of confidence. We don't feel confident in ourselves. We used to be the dressy type where we would dress up and put on our makeup, or we put on our clothes, comb our hair. For the men, they would groom their hair and they'd look nice and dapper. All of a sudden everything changes. Now, what is stress? Stress is your body's reaction to pressure from a certain situation or event. It can be a physical, mental, or emotional reaction. We all deal with stress at some point in our lives, and it may either be eustress or distress, right? So it can either be good stress or bad stress. No, stress defined, whether it be good or bad. Bad stress is distress. And here you see some examples or some ways that distress may be defined. It causes anxiety or concern. And on the other hand, good stress now motivates you and focuses your energy. Now, good stress is short term, while distress can be long term. Now, coping with stress. I have a video here for you on how to cope with stress, and you'll click the link or you'll copy and watch the link, and it will take you to a video on how to cope with stress. Now, this closing activity here, what I would love for you to do is to use the link and complete the questionnaire. And trust me, it is a very effective questionnaire on Google Forms that will help you to identify your stress level or help you to identify how to effectively cope with stress. Now, that concludes my presentation to you on coping with stress, and I do hope that you have learned something and you will have a better understanding of how to cope with stress. I thank you.